Hi, my name is Belinda Akaba, a mechanical engineer and an electric vehicle technician. I work with Grace Mobility and I am a Ghanaian. I'm happy to be on Just for Women Africa.
What inspired you to take that first bold step into the EV world with no prior background?
Yes, so talking about what inspired me to be an engineer or an EV technician, I think all goes back to me wanting to make a change in my community because growing up, I realized that there were just few women in the engineering space. And out of the few, most of them were not on the field. Most of them were in the office space doing all the paperwork. And I decided to venture into a field that could challenge me, that could make me think beyond my expectations. And I think that has brought me to become who I am today.
What was the most challenging thing to learn about electric vehicles as a beginner?
I won't say most challenging, but then electric vehicle, it's a field of a lot of challenges. It's a field that will challenge you every day to learn, to unlearn, and also venture into a lot of things. The, the, the thing that I think took me off from the beginning was having to work on a high voltage battery because before I ventured into the field, I saw videos of people getting bent, factories getting banned because of a little mistake that was made by a person or a machine. So I think that was the only challenge that I had. But after I ventured into the field, I realized that it's all about taking risks and knowing what you are to do and what you are not to do. I'm still in the field and taking the challenges every day.
What does it mean to you to be among Ghana's few female EV technicians?
So I think it made me feel like I made the right decision a few years ago, venturing into the EV industry as a young lady working in a field with a lot of men. And I had the challenges coming from the men trying to tell me that I can't work on batteries, I can't remove tires, I can't fix all those stuff. But taking the risks and letting them know that what they can do, I can also do it, not fully to their expectation, but by learning twice than them has made me feel like I made the right decision. Because looking at the current situation in Ghana regarding EVs, we have just few women and most of them are now learning. But me being in my seat here as a female EV technician, I think it has given me an upper hand. It has given me an upper hand, and also me giving the training out to other female technicians make me feel like I've done the right decision venturing into the field 2 years ago.
Do you believe electric vehicles will eventually overtake petrol powered cars in Ghana?
Not really. I don't really believe that. I don't really believe that. But I know for sure that 5 years or 10 years to come, there'll be a whole lot of EVs in Ghana because currently we have about 17,000 EVs in Ghana, and a lot of people are still importing EVs and they are using, and we have almost 10 EV companies currently in Ghana having few technicians and having a lot of cars. So in few years to come, there'll be a lot of EVs in Ghana.
What role do you see African women playing in the clean energy or EV space over the next decade?
Let me just use myself as an example. Me being an African woman and having the hands-on field on EV, how to fix and repair electric vehicle. I think me giving my skill out by training other women in 3 years to come, we'll have a lot of women in this field instead of the African women sitting in the office doing all the paperwork. And we also have few of the females that are venturing into the EV field by being CEOs, opening their own company, and also giving opportunity to other females to work in the company.
Are there specific challenges to EV adaptation in Ghana you have observed?
Yes, I think the only challenge I've noticed so far is the charging infrastructure because there are a lot of EVs in Ghana, but there are less charging infrastructure. The fast chargings that is being mounted in publicly for people to use, we lack it. And also we lack technicians. There are only few EV technicians in Ghana. So I think that's what we'll have to look at moving forward.